Hey everybody, John Felici here, Security National Mortgage Company. Happy Friday. Just like to announce my team spirit this Friday. We got my Bayside Tigers Go Go t-shirt on here, showing my support for high schools all across the United States. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. Something I want to talk about is there is a very big myth that circulates. Pretty much everybody that's self-employed, when it comes time to get a mortgage loan, everybody gets pretty freaked out. Because, in most cases, when you're self-employed, I've been self-employed in the past, and, when you do your tax return, first off, you want to try to write off everything that you possibly can, of course, to pay less taxes. That's a normal thing. We all want to keep as much of our money as we possibly can. But in doing that, of course, you are essentially taken at your word. And so whatever you claim that your adjusted gross is, that's what you're going to have to go off of. Now, there are some things within the tax return, like depreciation, depletion. You can add those things back into the adjusted gross. There's a lot of different ways that you could potentially, increase, get more money out of, your self-employed tax return. So, just because one place tells you that, this is the amount of money that I can use on this, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't come to me, and there might be some things that I can find in there that we can use that the other places don't. I don't want to get into too much about that right now, though. The big thing that I wanted to talk about was the myth of the need for 2 years of tax returns when you're self-employed. Now, there are certain loan products out there where you do absolutely have to have 2 years tax returns, be it, self-employed W-2 or whatever. But there are some lending programs out there that are run through, different software programs that we are able to get back a return or a requirement for as little as 1 year of tax returns. In fact, I have 2 loans like this going right now. One is a refinance, one is a purchase, and both of these loans are qualified with. They're both self-employed. Sorry about that. I had a phone call, had to decline it. If you're watching and you called me just now, sorry. So anyways, back to the tax returns. 2 years, it's a myth, not always needed. There's several ways of getting through with only 1 year of tax returns, whether you are self-employed, W-2, 1099, or whatever. So anyways, this is a real big deal. It's like I've got 2 files right now. One is a refinance, one is a purchase. And, on the purchase, it's a really good deal. The guy, he is actually able to do what's called a gift of equity. And, what that is essentially is if you have a home that you're buying where you are related to the person selling the home, maybe it's, in this guy's case, it happens to be his stepfather, his biological mother and stepfather that own the house. And they're selling the house to him. And so we're able to do a gift of equity, whereas, it's kind of like they're giving him a gift through the equity in the home for his down payment. So he's able to do, a conventional loan with essentially no money out of pocket, and he's only 1 year self-employed, 1 year of taxes. So it's just, the main thing is to see what people are talking to me here. What's going on? Okay, well, just trying to keep up. But hey, the main thing that I want to get across to everybody is the 2 year tax return myth, okay? If you are self-employed or know somebody that's self-employed, you've been turned down because maybe you didn't have 2 years of tax returns, give me a call, 918-630-1991. Just because one guy told you that doesn't mean that that's the same thing with me. I can get you through in most instances with only 1 year of tax returns if you're self-employed or whatever. If you're W-2, you could change jobs a billion times in the last couple of years as long as you've got stable employment. But self-employment, we can get through with only 1 year tax returns. So everybody, I want you to have a good Friday. Speaking for myself personally, I'm really looking forward to a weekend with my super hot wife and my bad little boys that pee all over the toilet seat. It's going to be a really good one. We're going to do some good stuff, and I'm going to try not to work too much this weekend so that we can enjoy each other. So hey, everybody, 1 year tax returns for self-employed people. Tell your friends. I'm out.